Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 2022 edition of Caradonna's Master Series Facebook Live. Today, we are very fortunate to have our guests from Anthony's Key Resort in Roatan, Honduras. We have Heidi Galindo, who is the owner, one of the owners of AKR, and Yolanda Miller, who is our operations manager. We're very lucky to have Anthony's Key presenting today. They are known for their unique style and warm experiences. They have a very welcoming staff, wonderful cuisine, and they really abide by sustainability practices. So they really do it all in their legacy resort in Roatan. So we're going to start our presentation with a short video, and then Heidi will come on with Yolanda and present. And then at the end, we will have a question and answer session with our VP, Cami Akins. That will occur during the video presentation. However, in the meantime, when you're on Facebook Live, please post any questions or comments, and Cami will make sure to address them in that part of the presentation. So without further ado, let's head on to the beautiful video with AKR. Thank you.
Well, welcome. I hope this video has just given you a taste of what paradise looks like. This is Anthony's Key Resort, and this beautiful aerial shot you see here today is actually the view of where you could be staying at Anthony's Key. These are our bungalows on the edge of the water. All bungalows on this key are oceanfront bungalows. I always tell people that Anthony's Key is a mini Fiji without all the travel time. Here's another beautiful aerial view of our property. As you can see, the rooms are totally perched on the water's edge, and they are surrounded by our beautiful nature and fauna. And this is what really makes Anthony's Key so unique, is the setting of this hotel. It's a resort that is just, we call it created by nature, designed by nature. And as you can see, all the trees and the reef and the water are just surrounding this beautiful island. This resort was created back in 1968 by my father, as you can see here in this image, with my brother and myself. It's a family-owned business, and we've been operating this now for 53 years, and we're on the property every day. And I think that makes it quite unique that we are there in person to meet, greet you, and make sure that everything is catered to your liking from the very beginning that you come to the resort. I help manage the booking office here in Florida, and we work in conjunction with Caradonna, and they're one of our top wholesalers, and we are proud to say that we have a great working relationship with them. And we just enjoy having our guests come to Anthony's Key. There are various ways that you can get to Anthony's Key nowadays. Back in the day, before you didn't know where Roatan was or where this island was located, but airlines have definitely made it well known, and there's several flights to the island of Roatan these days, and they're daily flights. In fact, flights with American Airlines, flights with Delta Airlines from Atlanta, connecting from other cities, as well as there's even flights from Houston and Dallas. We have flights with Sun Country out of Minneapolis nowadays, and flights from Canada as well. So there are various ways to get to Roatan, and it's a quick flight, I would say, from Miami, about an hour, 15 minutes to get to Roatan. The airport code is RTB. And once you get to the island, we transfer you by bus to the hotel. It's a quick 15-minute bus shuttle, and we're there to meet you. Our airport host, Israel, will be there to greet you, get you on the bus and on your way to the resort. Now, we've made things very easy for you to check in at the resort. Now, everything's done online since the pandemic. We have facilitated everybody to check in without just practicing the social distancing. And as soon as you get off the bus, you go straight to your room, and we ask that you fill out the guest registration forms 2 weeks prior to your arrival. All that information is sent directly to our front desk. And once you've on the property, you can head on over to our pool bar and get yourself your welcome drink, which is included. All these things are included as part of your package: the transfers, the welcome cocktail. Now, our property is very spread out, as you saw in the first image. That first image you saw of the Key, Anthony's Key, is the main lodging facility. So where the people stay is on this island. You do have to get back and forth, and I'll show you shortly how that's done. But our bungalows are on this little island called Anthony's Key. So when we refer to Anthony's Key, that's the actual name of the key where the bungalows are situated. There are rooms also on the hillside as well as on the key. And there are several different categories of rooms. We have the Key Superior and the Key Deluxe, as well as the Hill Superior. And those rooms are all in these images you see here. The Deluxe is our premium preferred room by our guests. And those rooms have a king bed and a view with a private deck. And they also have a double bed in that room in the king bed. All rooms come with the amenities: a safety deposit box, hot water showers, all the spa amenities that we offer at our spa, as well as hot water showers and everything like that. You're seeing here images of Key Superior and Key Deluxe with air conditioning. Now, I was saying you'd have to take a taxi boat to get to Anthony's Key. There's the water taxi boat landing here on your right. And then this is where you would land once you get to Anthony's Key. You'll walk around the little island by foot and get to your bungalows. Everything is numbered and labeled, well lit at night. So you'll find your path and your way to your room. Once in your room, everything that you need. There are no TVs in the rooms at Anthony's Key, but we do guarantee Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is free. This is our main dining area. On the hillside is where we're currently doing dining. We are in the works of creating a new dining area, which I'll share with you in a bit here. But all 3 daily meals are included as part of your package. There are ample meals, and there's a menu where you can choose your breakfast, your lunch, and dinner. And we offer dietary needs if needed. There's a variety of options. If you're gluten-free, allergic, our chef will cater to whatever your needs are. The scenic view here in the dining room actually gives you an overall view of the property where you overlook Anthony's Key, and the neighboring key to that is Bailey's Key. At Bailey's Key, you'll have access to the beach, and I'll share more about that. So coming soon in the near future this year in 2022, we are in construction mode down below. Actually, Yolanda is right face on. She's live with us from the resort property, and she's sitting right in front of this building. Actually, it's our new dining area, our bar, and our lobby. It's going to be waterfront, and it's going to be on the dock side. So instead of there, she's showing some images from her device. And what we're trying to do is facilitate guests that have problems with walking upstairs. And the dining room currently is up about 60 steps. And for some people, that can be an issue. Here's a testimonial from Stephen Frink, a good friend of ours, and he says that Anthony's Key, he's been coming there for so many years, and he considers it a gem of the Caribbean. He knows our family really well, and he feels that we've delivered hospitality at the highest level. So Stephen Frank's very well known as publisher and photojournalist of Alert Diver magazine. And this image here gives you a good footage of the beach area. A lot of people say, well, Anthony's Key, do you have a beach? It's a very small beach and the actual key of Anthony's Key, but it is accessible. So this is one of our beaches right here. You can take the kayaks and stand-up paddle boards from this beach right here. They're included as part of your package, believe it or not. So there's no rental fee for those items. The taxi boat goes back and forth from this little landing here, and that's about a minute boat ride from Anthony's Key to the main island on the dock, which I'll share a little bit more. Here you get a better idea of the setting. So the entire setting of Anthony's Key consists of 40 acres. That's the main island of Roatan, Anthony's Key itself, and Bailey's Key. The total acreage is 40 acres of land. We also own another key on the other side of the island called Maya Key, which an excursion to that island is done once a week, also included as part of your package, and we'll share more about that. I'm going to hand over the diving to Yolanda to share with you a little bit about what we do about diving down there, and we hope that you will be ready to take the plunge.
Hello, everybody. I'm Yolanda, and I'm at the resort, sitting in the warm, sunny outside. We do have a fleet of dive boats, dive and snorkel boats. As you can see, I'm sitting down on the dock right now. And we offer 3 dives per day, as well as a couple of night dives at nighttime. That is also part of your package. And this is an aerial shot of the fleet of the boats that we have for diving as well as snorkeling while you're on site. And these are all custom made by the resort. This is our locker room, which you have 1 locker per person. These are also offered once you're at the resort. You check in with the dive shop, and either Kevin or Denny, who runs the dive operation, would be on site to help you. Next over, we have, this is Dr. Raphael and his staff down at the hyperbaric medical facility on the property. We're the only property on the island that have our own recompression chamber, and doctors on staff as well, 24 hours once you're on the resort. One of the doctors lives actually upstairs of the clinic. So as at the moment that we have to do the COVID tests, these are all done on site, automatically scheduled for you by the front desk once you arrive on property. And we do schedule these around your diving or snorkeling hour where it won't interfere with any of that. These are just some of the sites that we visit while you're here. Some of the different corals and sponges that you'll be seeing in this part of the Caribbean once you're at the resort. This is just more aerial shots from some of the sites while you're here. This is the shore dive area, which is also, we offer part of your package. You can do an additional dive at nighttime as well. Wreck dive, we have 2 wreck that was sunk by the resort. They're both in between 100 to 110 feet of water and goes up to about 60 feet. And both of these wrecks you dive, if you're at the resort for 7 days, we make sure that to take you on both of these sites as well. This is all the dive sites of the resort, not off the resort, but partly of the island of Roatan. These would be some of the different sites you get to visit once you're here. During the week, you can either do about 18 or 20 dives that is included as part of your package, and each one of the dives is done on a different site. So your dive masters are going to make sure that you head to a different site every time. These are just some of the sea critters that you'll be running into while you're in these waters in the Caribbean as well on Road 10. Shark dive is offered through the resort. This is not an activity we have on site. These sharks are in the open, but it is offered once you're on property. No need to sign up or schedule this ahead of time. This is scheduled on a weekly basis. Once you arrive, we have to pick, depending on the date that we offer this activity as well. And the dive shop will give you more information on that. These are just the dive boats and snorkel boat that we have on site, the Pro 42s and Pro 48s that we have, that you would be diving with. Heidi, if you're there, you could come in and these are the compressors.
Yeah, this is our compressor room, and our compressor rooms are have a blend of 32% nitrox in our tanks, and we can fill about 120 tanks in an hour and a half approximately. This is a new room and new compressors that were built. It's pretty quiet in this room. For people that visited us before in the past, the compressor room was right on the dock. This has been moved now a little further away from the dock, but it's an impeccable, impressive room. Bailey's Key is another one of our islands and one of the facilities in where you can either snorkel and come over by kayak or stand up paddle and just snorkel around Bailey's Key. The waters here are very shallow, and it's also an accessible beach area. You'll find locker rooms and changing and rinse shower rooms here as well. This is another neighboring island. Some people even swim over here. There's so many things to do at Anthony's Key, and they're all quite included in your package. You can go shopping at our gift shop. You can enjoy our spa. Those are additional services, horseback riding. There's also the opportunity to swim with the dolphins or have a dolphin beach encounter. Those are all additional, but you could also visit the Roatan Institute for Marine Sciences, which is right on our property. And we are all about the conservation and the preservation of the island of Roatan. So in those dive sites that Yolanda showed you earlier, quite a bit of those are done within the marine park. So the diving that you're doing is quality diving. The visibility is almost 100% year round. The water temperatures are in the mid 80s, and the current and the surge in Roatan is really, really calm. So you're diving in really pristine water. This is the stand-up paddleboarding and kayaking that's included. And as you can see, there's people there that are just doing it right in the lagoon right there where you saw the channel. Maya Key is the third island that's part of the property. It's on the other side of Roatan, so on the southeast side of Roatan, near the airport actually. And we've built this island as a getaway for our guests to come and experience for the day this beautiful animal refuge. There's great snorkeling here, as well as a freshwater pool, and we have a gift shop here as well. If you forgot sunglasses or sunblock, you can purchase these here. There's a beautiful secluded beach, which is great for folks that just want to tan or lay out and enjoy the beach. But there's also an animal sanctuary here where you can experience the opportunity of the type of flora and fauna that's found in these parts and regions of Central America. So we have jaguars, ocelots, monkeys, birds, all species of birds, toucans, macaws, and the yellow-naped parrot. There's also an exhibit center right in the heart of this island, which mimics the Mayan ruin interpretation center in the Copan ruins of Honduras. So they exhibit quite a few artifacts that were found in Roatan and also in Honduras. And it's a great opportunity to whet your appetite to head on over to Copan, which is a beautiful excursion you could do for a day or an overnight excursion. The spa and pool over at Anthony's Key are side by side, and it's a beautiful, a lot of people ask, well, what if my wife doesn't dive, or my spouse or my friend doesn't dive? What else can we do? Well, there's a lot. The spa offers full-on services, manicures, pedicures, massage, body treatment, facials. All these things can be done while you choose to relax. And then the pool is right there. It's a freshwater pool. And we offer happy hours a few times during the week where you can just simply relax at our pool. Most people after their last dive at 4 p.m. will come and hang out at the pool. But there's also shore diving on Anthony's Key, and that can be done after your last dive between the hours of 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. The gift shop at Anthony's Key offers a variety of different artifacts found in Honduras, but also refreshments and toiletries and any sundries you may need. We also have a snack shop. People can purchase water. We don't sell plastic items like plastic water bottles anymore on the island, actually, because we are trying to preserve the environment on Roatan. So you'll find that everything is sold in a tin can, or we have water dispensers throughout the property, and we recommend for you to bring your own portable water bottle to refill. Yeah, so here's some images of some of the things that the resources and things that we're doing to preserve the environment. And one of them is the solar energy. Solar energy panels were installed during the pandemic and April 2020. This was one of our big projects, and this solar panel is one of the largest ones in the Caribbean, actually, and it powers energy to the entire resort property during the daytime, and then at night it's sourced by the Roatan electrical company called RECO, which, you know, they also administer their energy through windmills and solar panel. The whole Roatan has gone solar panel and windmills, so the whole island is gearing towards sustainability. We also started in 2016 our very own coral nursery program here, and this was conducted by the Roatan Institute for Marine Science. And as a guest of Anthony's Key, it makes it really neat that you can participate and be able to be a part of this coral reef in the conservation part of the island by participating and helping us clean and help Jennifer, who's our educational coordinator, who takes care of this nursery, and she monitors and logs the water temperature, and she's been working at the reef in Roatan for almost 26 years now. And you can be a part of that dive by helping and joining us on a Friday or one day in the week that you're there and being a part of cleaning that coral reef. This was the solar panel that I was talking about earlier. So the Roatan Institute for Marine Science was created back in 1989 by my parents, my father and mother, Julio and Cheryl Galindo, and their aim was to educate and make the natural resources on the island preserved. So for now, more than 31 years, we've been educating and teaching people about Roatan, the reef, about the mangroves, about the animal life there, the dolphins, and as well as doing internship programs for students that are in universities and college and high school students. So during the summer, we're very busy with student groups that are coming down to study the marine life and the ecosystem of Roatan. And this program is, we're really focusing on that because our goal is to educate and preserve the reefs of Honduras. Honduras, actually, they just did a study on the reef and the animals' life of the island, and the animals, the fish, and the different sea life that's coming back to the island since the pandemic, and since the rest that we had of tourism has increased. So we are happy to say that. And we have a few things that make our property very unique. One of them is that it's a family-owned business and we manage it ourselves. We're bungalows over the water, ocean front, and makes us unique is that we have these island settings, Anthony's Key and Bailey's Key. We're share the second largest barrier reef in the world. We're a PADI 5-star facility, and we have also IDC courses available for those that are looking to further their education in diving. Yolanda shared with us about the hyperbaric chamber. I think that our package has a great value to it. It has so much to offer, and our staff. Yolanda is one of our staff that's been with the property, 35 years now, Yolanda, and dedicated, loyal staff. They're there to greet you, make sure that your stay is an enjoyable, comfortable, and a memorable time on the island. So we hope that you have enjoyed our presentation, and we're absolutely one of the places to visit before you die by Patricia Schultz. So these are just some of the accolades and things that we're known for. So thank you so much. And I thank Caradonna on behalf of Anthony's Key Resort for this partnership and the opportunity to present to our Facebook folks today what this paradise. I hope that you will take the plunge and decide to come visit us in the very near future. Thank you so much, Elisa, and the whole entire staff, Cami, and we are going to hand it over to them. Thank you.
All righty, thank you so much. Great presentation, Heidi and Yolanda. Thank you very much. We really have to get down to Anthony's Key if you haven't been there. It's such a beautiful property, and you can see just from the aerial views how pristine and well kept it is. So now we're going to head into a video, and Cammie's going to do some question and answer sessions. Thank you.
Hi, Heidi and Yolanda.
Hello.
Hey, I've been watching Facebook this whole time. I'm watching the presentation. Boy, it makes me want to get back down there. It just looks so beautiful. All the new improvements are amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
So tons and tons of thumbs ups and happy smiley face emojis posted all over Facebook. You guys have a lot of fans that are really happy to see all the changes. I know just for me, I have a couple of questions that I want to ask before I get to the questions that people have posted online. I know, Yolanda, you talked about that you can still get the testing on site
Yes.
to get back into the United States. So that is currently required 1 day
Yes.
prior to re-entering. There's a small fee for the test, but you guys will help arrange that. How about
Yes,
getting into Roatan? Can you tell me what's the latest, if you know if anything's going to change, or what the process is there?
Coming into Roatan, we were actually probably one of the first destinations to open where you didn't need a COVID test to come in. All you needed was a vaccine card if you were already vaccinated. If you were not vaccinated, then you needed a negative test with 3 days, 72 hours before coming in. So far, nothing has changed since then. The island has been really busy. A lot of tourists, the United American Airlines have added flights coming in every day. Before COVID, it was only on the weekend, but now it's every day. So that just tells you how much traffic has been coming in. People are really enjoying it. So right now, as we know, it's still, you need a negative COVID test or a vaccinated card to be able to enter.
Gotcha. You still have to do the online registration though, is that right? Or
the online registration is still, but they have improved a lot.
I have to say that you guys made it so easy for us. You have a step-by-step instruction on how to do this registration on your website. It's been a complete lifesaver for anybody who's had to get through that form. So we appreciate that. We hope all these forms and testings go away, but for the meantime, that just wanted to clarify how you get in. Also, it may seem very easy to you guys, but getting back and forth between Anthony's Key and the dock. You mentioned the boat, but a lot of people really don't understand. I mean, is it run every 15 minutes or 10 minutes or on demand? Like, how quick is it? So sometimes people logistically just don't really understand that.
It's 24 hours and it's a minute and a half boat ride, you know, so there's always someone there. There's guys, young boys that come on in the morning at 6 a.m. and they work until 10 p.m., double shifts. And then there's guards on duty 24 hours. So if people leave the property and came back at midnight or at whatever time in the morning, there's always someone on site. So it goes back and forth all day long.
Great. I've seen it myself, but it's just funny. People are like, gosh, well, how do I get back and forth? Do I take my own boat or a kayak or something? So it's really cute. So Christy posted online. I know she's got a trip coming up. She's asking about the nitrox, and boy, that new compressor room, you are right, is quite impressive. There is a charge for nitrox. It is available, but there's a charge for it. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And nitrox is paid locally?
Nitrox is paid at the resort, correct.
Okay.
You sign that once you're here at the dive shop, and then they charge it by the end of the week. They sort of monitor you during the week, how many different tanks you filled, like how many dives you went on. You know, they won't charge you a set fee at the start of the week because some people may miss a dive, so then they just don't charge you for it.
Okay, perfect. And along that same line, the snorkel trips, will you just tell us a little bit more about that? They're designated snorkel boats? They go to a specific site that's really geared towards snorkelers?
That's correct. There's a designated snorkel boat, and it takes you on different sites, usually within 15, 20 feet of water on the east side. And the snorkelers, believe it or not, have a blast. I don't think we've ever had a complaint from the snorkelers. In fact, some of the divers hop on the snorkel boat because they see so many, different things like nurse sharks, stingrays, all kinds of cool stuff. So yes, the two guys, there's two snorkel guides, and they make sure the snorkelers are well taken care of.
Perfect.
There's also a night snorkel, which is really neat too. So once a week, you'll get the opportunity to do the night snorkeling, which is awesome.
Okay, very cool. You're one of the few places that actually has snorkeling included every day and by boat. So that's definitely a really nice feature. Christy also had a question. I know that you have a number of tours that people can book. I know you showed the shark dive. I think you have some other specialty dives. She's specifically asking about a sloth encounter. I don't think that's something that you offer, but I think you can help arrange that on island. Correct. Is that correct?
Correct. Once people are at the resort, like we get, emails always, people trying to make these arrangements before they travel. There's not really a lot of need for that because once they're on site, we recommend for them to visit these places when it's less traffic. There is a few cruise ships that come into the resort, into the island, not to the resort. But we recommend the timing where there's not a lot of traffic. So that can be arranged once on site. And it's not with the resort, it's off property.
Gotcha. Also we had, they had the question about the tours. Sometimes I get people that want horseback riding or zip lining. That would just be along that same line, right?
Correct. Horseback riding is on site. We offer that, but it's signed up once they're here. It's never sold out, and we're flexible with times. We offer it twice a day. But if there's someone that want to ride at a different time, that can also be set and arranged with the front desk. The zip line is also set up through the front desk. It's off site. It's another property, but we help arrange those as well.
Awesome. And then you showed the wonderful storage there for the gear storage. So people check in, they're given a locker. Do they need to bring their own locks?
We have locks, but if some people want to bring their own, that's fine. You know, but we do give them a key and a lock.
And there's access to those lockers, like if people wanted to go shore diving on their own, they
24
can
hours.
get in whenever.
24 hours. Usually at
Perfect.
10 o'clock at nighttime, we'll close out, but it's mostly open. They have access to it.
Wonderful. Well, that is, I just had a couple more people post. Charles says, thank you so much for the presentation. Laura says, we'll be there Saturday. Thank you. So like I said, lots and lots of thumbs up and excitement and happy people that have been there. So that was all the questions that we had posted. Thank you guys so much. I can't stop watching the video.
Us. Thank you. You need to come down and visit. The weather here has been unbelievably beautiful.
I think we're all jealous of your background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yolanda,
really
show
nice
us a
today.
taxi boat, Yolanda. Show us a taxi boat, how it runs. You're sitting
Well,
right next to it.
Yeah, the taxi boat. I'm actually on one of the dive boats because they're right now it's 1:30, so the boats are getting ready to leave in another half an hour. They leave about 2:30 for their third dive a day. And today being Thursday, there's also a night dive that is going to happen later this evening. But as you can see, probably not as well, but that's the key over there. And the water taxi is sitting right now on the quay. And as soon as someone come over to the other side, they'll just turn around and come right back and pick them up. So that's basically how it works. We also, because they're young, you know, two young boys that runs the boat, there's a scuba tank hanging on either one of the side as a bell. So you can also bang on the bell and the guys just leave and come right over to pick you up in case they're, you know, just not paying attention or something. But again, it's just a 2-minute ride. And
You're
someone
in a
just,
perfect spot to show us those distances between. That's absolutely perfect.
right, actually he's gonna leave right now to come right over to pick someone up that is on this side. And there's someone else over on the quay that seemed like he's about to go paddle boarding or kayaking as well. So today is a beautiful day down here.
Not a cloud.
Not a
So we
cloud in
will
the
be
sky.
streaming this presentation all weekend on our Facebook Live, and it will also be on our YouTube channel. So make sure you share with all your friends and family and get down to Anthony's Key Resort. You can see how special it is and how well maintained the property and the boats are. And all of those new glass windows, that's all new there too, Heidi, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of the new facility we were talking about. We're hoping that by this summer, we'll be ready to move in and be able to cater to our guests down below at Dockside with a beautiful ocean view, as you can see. So yeah, we're excited.
So reasons to come back.
Sure.
There you go.
Thank
Let me get the taxi boat. He is just about
Oh, yes.
landing
There we
over
go.
on the other side.
So
And
you-
he goes back and forth. That's it.
That's it. Come on down. We'll be waiting, and Yolanda will be waiting for you.
I'll be right here on Saturday, Laura. I'll see you on Saturday.
All righty. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Hope to see you
Thank you,
soon
guys.
in Roatan. Take care.
All right, Cameron. You
Bye-bye.
guys take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't even want to disconnect.